Oh, either the timer is not there anymore, or it worked super fast this time. Just the time for me to go and turn on my sign. Picarto just does not want to participate. Holy fuck. And I just reinstalled the channel too. Twitch is on. Struggling a little bit, but it'll be on eventually. YouTube is on and there's somebody. Twitter is on. But Picarto wants nothing to do with me. So we are going to start in about 3 minutes. Just saw my note to myself about my drink. I'm gonna have a sip. Oh yeah. And I just wrote the script for next week's bootleg cookie, so there's that. There's somebody on Twitter. Like, I can see you guys, even if you guys don't see the chat. If you write something, I'll see it. I have a chat window. Yes, I know I'm online, thanks. We are starting in 2 minutes. There is somebody on Twitch. There's somebody on Twitter. Nobody on YouTube. I am in a very good mood so far. I got up late. Oh, there we go. We can switch to the screen. Post the rules. Get everything started. I did everything except update the ticker again. Oh my god, ADHD is something. Gonna update the ticker. And yeah, as you can see from the ticker that I just changed, we reached 300 plus And that's like a polite way of saying we've reached 301 subscriber on Tapas. So I was able yesterday to do the bonus irritated replayer strip as a thank you for subscribing. Next irritated replayer will be at 310 subscribers on Tapas. As long as you're subscribed to me, doesn't matter if you're subscribed to Bootleg Cookie or Irritated Replayer or both. It counts because I'm counting all the subscribers, not just to one comic or the other. Of course, Bootleg Cookie is the one that updates weekly. Irritated Replayer updates when we reach the subscriber goal. It's that simple. So I just posted the rules. I hope you guys can hear the music. It's a little low, but I don't want to put it too high because I don't like loud noises. I'm gonna switch to my script and we should be good. There we go. Oh, I am on Hardy Razor. Nice. It took me 2 days to do the bonus Irritated Replayer. 1 day to do all the art, and the second day just to color because I decided to make it look like the concept art of Breath of Fire 2, which was basically watercolor and what looked like either marker to shade or some very smooth pencil, but I'm pretty sure like it was all watercolor, but for me to really represent it, I used a marker nib to represent the shading, or else it was just not working. I'm gonna change that because mom with a neck just looks weird. Oh. Wow, you're here early? How you doing, buddy? Is it me or does that song, what's it called? Mausoleum Mash, One Tree Remix, Chipped of the Necro Dancer. It sounds like the Rudy Sandstorm. No wonder I've been getting copyright strikes on Facebook. But nowhere else, because YouTube and Twitch understand I'm using generic music that I'm allowed to use and that I got a license for. But anyway. Ah, yes, of course. A good old live stream every Sunday at the exact same time for over a year, and suddenly people want to chat personally. This is a TV trope at this point. Hi, Coco. Invested and spend the day writing? Oh! I am doing pretty good. I got to sleep in late. Well, late. I had breakfast at around 10, but I was awake at like 9:30, but that counts as late. Of course, there's yesterday's new Irritated Replayer strip that I'm very happy about. It looks really good. Took me 2 days to do, but it was worth it. It turned out looking really pretty. Plus, hey, everybody's getting their bikes fixed. That's nice. You guys take pictures while you're out. Because I don't go outside. Not a fan. But yeah, like I said earlier, I wanted the art to look like the concept art of Breath of Fire 2. So I spent 2 days on it. One of the days just for the coloring, because it's at least I'm pretty sure it's a mix of watercolor and markers. So that's what I did. Digitally, but that's what I did. Also, I hate the local DHL service with every fiber of my being. Because I was waiting, well, I posted pictures on my Instagram about that. I was waiting on an order directly from a deleter, which is an art supply store usually focused on comic supplies, which is good, and they are the main, if not the only, screen tone company that still makes them. Like, none of that yellow shit Zipatone that you find on Etsy that's considered vintage. No, recent shit that was made specifically for comics that I can still use. Yeah, and just to do it on purpose, in my little rural part of town, we have a bike shop. A recent bike shop. Just to piss you guys off. Mm. So yeah, the reason why I hate the local DHL service is that they decided that it was delivered once it reached the transfer place thingy. Well, the DHL base in Quebec City, and they decided to count it as delivered, so I didn't know where it was going after that. Now, I knew it wasn't a distribution center, because they pulled this stunt on me several times over, and it turns out that they had actually delivered it here, what we assume is a couple days ago, whichever day it was last that was raining here. Because it got rained on a couple times, because they decided to drop the motherfucking package at the front porch. Now here's the thing about my house. It's like Fight Club. We do not use the front porch. It's tilted, it's half rotten, it's tiny, it's basically dangerous. The doorbell not only does not work on that door, but if you push it, it's going to get stuck. It's going to make a buzzing sound in the doorbell machine, and it might set the house on fire. Plus, in order to reach it, you have to navigate a set of bushes and my car. So of course they dropped the package there. Completely unnoticed, because God forbid they might catch something by knocking on the door. So yeah, I got my package, and yeah, it was a little bit soaked, but nothing was destroyed, at least. Still not very pleased. They could use the side porch, which is large and recently renovated, I know, because I helped Dad with that. And easy to reach and full of light and not half rotten that you can go through when the doorbell works. But no, they have to go to the obscure little door that's really hard to reach and super visibly dangerous. For some reason. And that's the sound. That's the song that kind of sounds like the intro to Cheetah Man. But at least nothing was ruined. Even the very soaked through paper that they added in, like the little Neo Pico Colors catalog, that was completely soaked. But it's a little leaflet catalog, so even if it's a little wrinkly, it's still good. It's still good. I did not expect to get some screen tone samplers, so that really improved my mood yesterday. And one of the samplers is stars, so that's really nice. know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I know I'm glad to have the precision knife. That's going to help with cutting frisket. And I do use my frisket more often now. That's something I'm not a fan of, being accused of stuff I don't do. Of course, the joke here is to add, like, my homework. Especially considering the fact that I was basically accused of not doing my homework when I had my hand around my homework. Like, I remember it clear as day. My 4th grade teacher asked me if I had my homework, and I said, and I quote, "Yes, just a min." That's all I had the time to say. And suddenly she just snapped at me. "You didn't do your homework? We're gonna stay during the recess. Think about what you've done." I've done my homework? Like, I had my hand clamped around the paper, just about to take it out of my, my cartable. It was a cute cartable too. It was real letter, dyed blue, a nice bright royal blue, with a little white umbrella on it. It was super cute. And it lasted me a long time. And of course, she tried to humiliate me by writing on the board before all the students left a sentence for me to analyze, which was, "A little girl does not do her homework." And I'm like, I understand I'm like 9, 8 or 9, since it was 4th grade, if not younger, because like I entered high school at 10. I was very, very young. So I waited for everybody to leave, and I got up, and I erased the phrase off the board. Teacher came back, "You erased the phrase off the board, Sharon?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did, because..." And then I grabbed my homework and I slammed it on her desk. The little girl, she did her homework. Oh, that's another thing. I recently learned like recently, like last night during supper, that I was one of my classmates' first girlfriends in school, in elementary school. Like, I was not aware of that. Oh yeah, she was my son's first girlfriend in school. I mean, that's the kind of thing I would need to know. And Mom was like, well, maybe you don't remember. And I'm like, oh, no. Look. I remember dating this other guy, and we were like in second grade, so I wouldn't know if I would have dated that guy. So either the guy is lying, but I know the guy, so I know it's not his style. But there's a good chance that it's just the mom trying to brag because my mom told her that I'm a professional comic artist. So that's more likely what happened. She told me, oh yeah, she was my son's first girlfriend. No! Fake news! Don't know where you got that, but put it back. I draw myself with tiny tits, but really I have one pair of big jits. I don't care. Another thing I got from Mom, not just a crooked front tooth. There we go. Eventually I'll have to think about learning how to do a Kickstarter. Because I would really like to make a bootleg cookie book. But I don't think there's a demand. I always struggle with selling my books when I do have them. When's the last time I saved? I don't know. I'm saving now. And I am having a tea. It's important to stay hydrated, folks. And degassed. Thanks, Paul. But I mean, if I said I would shit in a can and label it and sell it, you'd probably be like, 10 please? So, you're kinda biased. Mierda d'artista 2021. For those who are not privy to, if I remember well, the Dadaist movement, look up artist shit. It's a real thing from the 1960s. By Vicente something something. He really did can his own shit just to prove a point. Yeah, the Irritated Replayer comic came out super well, but it took 2 whole entire days, including my off day. I also have not a single clue how to do a Kickstarter, because I surely don't have the money to make the book myself, or the patience to be told 3 million times that no printers are gonna want to pick it up. Now, in my defense, it's because most of the gags from Bootleg Cookie are untranslatable in English. And most of our communication in the house is in English because of Dad. And well, I live in Quebec. Where people like me are usually pointed at, screamed at, witch, and burned at the stake. long story short, there's no real chances of me getting printed or picked up by a printer or a publisher locally because the comic is in English. And I mean, that's 6 years of archives I would have to try and translate in French. And I'm just not popular in French at all. Because, like, you talk about me to people in Ontario, and they were like, oh yeah, Sharon, the comic artist, eh? And yes, I'm making fun of my friend Davis right now. But you ask locally, oh, Sharon, she still draws? Yes. Yes, I still draw. That's all I do. She still live here? Yes. Yes, I still live here because that's all I can afford. I have very, very little local people following me on Facebook. And I've got tons of people from other provinces following me on my various social media. But they're all shy, so they don't give me feedback, so I don't know what they want. Like, case in point, I have people that I don't know literally drop in my messages saying, I know you don't take requests, but I have an idea for a request. And the times that I do offer a request, not a single soul to be found. Of course, when I offer those requests, I'm talking about the first Saturday of the month. Challenge requests. At the rate I'm going, though, I might have to do them digitally eventually. My card album is full. When I try to sell them, it's like, hey, you're not allowed to sell fan art. Look, I understand when they're like mass-produced stuff that looks exactly like official art. But when it's one card at a time, for me to try and pay my fucking phone bill. Like, if you're that threatened by my art, hire me. It's a simple concept. If my art is so good that you feel threatened. By my amazing marketing skills, hire me. Pas compliqué là. Oh, Ash is back. Hello, Ash. You're a little earlier this time. I'm only doing the inking. How you doing? I'm in a pretty good mood today. I got my deleter order of a precision craft knife that I could use with my screen tone and probably my frisket film, some white ink because I needed some. Hopefully this bottle will not dry before I get to use it. I mean, I know you're supposed to really close the bottle well, but my Copic bottle dried up and my PH Martin bottle dried up. It all crystallized, and trying to add water back to it messed up the composition of the ink. So now I got some deleter white number 2 in a plastic jar, so maybe this one will close correctly. The other two were in glass jars. The Copic one with a plastic cover. The PH Martin with a metal cover. And they ended up not being able to close well because the ink would cake on the edges and I wouldn't notice. So I'm keeping a really close eye on this one. Because right now what I'm doing is I'm using some slightly watered down acrylic paint from the dollar store to do my stars when I do galaxy skies. But it's not as versatile as actual white ink. And a tone hera, which is basically a precision scraper for when you want to apply the screen tone and have it stick real good. And some bonus screen tone samples that I did not know I was gonna get. So that was extra special. That put a smile back on my face. About 3 sets of dot, one set that's like a slightly cloudy bright sky, and some stars, because I like me some stars. I don't know yet what I'm gonna draw with that, but I'll figure something out. I always do. There's something I'm not familiar with. It's art block. And sure, I can totally fake screen tone digitally. I mean, I am literally using Clip Studio, which is known for that. But there's just something so fun and arts and craftsy about applying screen tone manually. And both times I got to do it, it was extra special sugar fun. So for those wondering, I got my first set of screen tone from a B4 Comics. B, the letter 4 Comics. But they haven't updated their site in a while, so I got my tools from the official Deleter website. The English translation of the website, of course, because holy crap. I barely know a little bit of Japanese. Barely. I've been focusing more on Spanish. And my watch wants me to get up, but I cannot. For I am streaming. Oh yeah, this is the part you all love. When I zoom in and out constantly until you guys get seasick, well, I try to make sure I fill in every little piece of color. Whoops. Wrong color, Crunk. Yeah, I finally put the matte colors in my palette. About time. I've had this custom palette made like, what, almost a year now? It's one thing to go with my other palettes to dress my characters up, but for a color that I use almost every strip, I should have it in the custom palette. Speaking of palettes, I should get out a duotang and color. Add all my different swatches for everything in that duotang, because the space behind my my Copics is starting to get really crowded with all the swatches that I've made over the years. So I believe it would be a good idea to organize them. Maybe rip out one of the black sheets out of my black sketchbook and do a brand new swatch page for my Poscas, because right now all my dark color, well, I should say all my dark paper colors swatches are in a little notebook, little black notebook. Oops. I keep slipping and sliding. Well, somebody liked the tweet I posted earlier. How I have to write down everything, every single thing I do or else I forget in my Habitica, and I posted what I wrote before the stream. Make yourself a drink before the stream, you dry nugget. But I gotta do it or else I forget and then I dry up like a raisin. And that's why I have a drink during the stream. I should check Frienden's Twitter because he had a sale going on his brushes, and I do have his brushes, but he was supposed to update the file, and once you buy the brushes once, the updates are free from that point on, so I'm waiting on that. Yeah, that's what I spend my money on, art supplies. That's all I do. I could be doing drugs like the cool kids, but no. Don't do drugs. Don't make me repeat myself. Do not do drugs, they are expensive. Have you ever done drugs, Sharon? Nope. Have you ever wanted to do drugs? Nope. I'm very bad at peer pressure. The more you try to push me to do something, the less I want to do it. Especially the ones that go, well, you're an artist. Imagine the creativity you'll have if you take drugs. Look. You're not in my head, okay? I think I speak for everybody when I say I do not need to be more creative than I already am. I take melatonin to force me to sleep because my natural creativity keeps me up. Okay. Voyons, j'ai pas de visu, moi. I'll have another sip, and then we're going to finalize the strip. And according to my timer, it's time to go check out my fishes in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. They can wait. Like, I have 3 hours to go and fish them, so I'm good. step would be to learn how to use an eraser shield. Because I keep seeing them online. No idea what they're for. And I do have a letterer's tool to do it manually. No matter how often I go and check a tutorial, still not sure how I'm supposed to use them. Wait a second. I'm cheating! Of course it helps if you can see the shape of the object you're doing, but sometimes it's fun to cheat. There we go. Alright, gonna save, gonna do the usual once over. Look at that. Completely forgot to do the last bubble. I'm an idiot, it's true. Sometimes comic works is a very precise science. All right, I do believe we are officially done for today. And as usual, with every end of the live stream, extra special chocolate covered, caramel drizzled, raspberry filling. Thanks to my patrons Amber B, Jeff B, Paul K. Your continued support is extremely appreciated. And next live stream, of course, will be next Sunday at 1